Salutations. My name is Chance Kelly, and this is Video Ghoulash. So before I get started, I just want to address a couple things. One, this channel is going to keep going. I haven't made any new content for quite a while. My mom has a cancer diagnosis and has had a couple of really major surgeries, and we've become caretakers and heads of a household. So that is where I've been and where I will continue to be and where my focus and energy will be. The second thing I wanted to talk about real quick was I'm changing the way that I do the scores. Here's how I'm going to score things. The throw is either going to be a coffin, like it fills a coffin, so that's like a low throw. It fills a mausoleum, so it's a mausoleum, that's going to be medium throw. Cemetery, fills a cemetery, that's high throw. Or wakes the dead, which is extreme, like throw you out of your house. When I'm talking about Halloween candles, I like talking about autumnal, I like talking about Halloween centric, and I like talking about whether it's scary or spooky or whatever. So how I'm going to do this is like basically a 1 out of 5. I'll give something 1 out of 5 leaves, that's the autumnal, 1 out of 5 jack-o'-lanterns, that's the Halloween centric, and 1 out of 5 chills, that's how spooky something is. And lastly, if something is a really special scent, something that I think is, you need to race out, you need to have this, I'm going to give it a Ghoul. That's the best of the best, the cream of the crop of my personal favorites. It's a more fun way to rate a candle, more accurate, I think. Props to my girlfriend who helped come up with this. So it's that time of year again. Summer. Halloween preparation time. Let's talk about South of Sanity. Virgil over at South of Sanity beat everybody to the punch. Dropped his Halloween 2024 line. It is live right now. And by the way, if you plug in this code right here, VidGhoul1031, you're going to get 10.31% off of your order. It's live now, man. Go get it. Let's go trick-or-treating. I'm just going to pull these out and review them as we go. I've spent a lot of time with most of these. Virgil sent these. He's been working on this stuff since last Halloween, y'all. Spooky Hollow. The notes on Spooky Hollow are Fog Machine Essence, Damp Forest Floor, and Dark Woods. There's also a twist of oud. Yeah, God, I love this scent. First off, this is a special scent. This is one, it gets a ghoul. It is like going to a haunted house. You smell the fog machine. You go into a haunted house at night in the middle of a creepy forest. The oud, the twisted oud that's in there now, I mean, it's just a little bit, but it game changed it. Bringing forth that damp woods a little more, bringing forth that kind of wet, creepy essence. Brought more of the dark side out of it. Absolutely love this. So the throw on this, I'm going to give it a mausoleum. It'll fill your room up, so it's got a solid throw. Autumnal, I'm going to give it 3 leaves. The damp woods, I don't know, it's got an essence about it that screams fall, but honestly, if any dark woods that you walked into any time of year, you vibe that too. So I'm going to give it 3 leaves. I'm going to give it 5 jack-o'-lanterns. This thing is Halloween all the way. Going to a haunted house in the middle of the woods on a dark, stormy night, that's what this thing is. Well, I don't know what's more Halloween-centric than that. Spooky, 4 chills. This thing is pretty creepy. If you can imagine just finding a haunt in the middle of the woods somewhere, and I mean, to me, it's a transportative, evocative scent. And I know this is something that Haunted Hollow by Yankee was sort of an inspiration for Virgil to go back to and kind of look at and see, how he could do, his vision of that. And I think it kicks its ass, because I actually have a Haunted Hollow, and Spooky Hollow kicks its ass. Damn straight. Let's go trick-or-treating again, eh? Alright, cool. Black Pumpkin. This could be the face of the 2024 South of Sanity line. It's awesome. I've been melting this thing for a while, and I have a candle of it. I know I'm jealous of myself on that one, man. This thing's awesome. I know Virgil's had a tough time wicking it. And the candle performs really, really well. So, I mean, I think some of these are really close to being in candle form. So, don't you worry. But I recommend getting some wax melts, man. You can try out a lot of stuff for a hell of a lot cheaper if you get some wax melts. God, this is good. Okay, the notes on this are black licorice, anise, pumpkin, clove, and vanilla. The sweetness and sharpness and freshness of the anise and licorice, it's really nice, but it's balanced really well with the pumpkin. And the clove gives just the right amount of spice and just the right amount of dark spice. And the vanilla lends this sort of fluffy, foggy element to it. So you've got a fresh, kind of sharp cut in this. It's something really special about this that evokes Halloween, evokes fall, and has kind of an oddly oppressive feel to it. I don't know why. It feels... You know, if you've ever been in a heavy fog, how it feels oppressive? Black pumpkin does that. So, the throw on this thing wakes the dead. This thing will blow you straight out of your house, but not in a bad way. It's perfect as an extreme wakes the dead throw. So I give this bad boy 4 leaves. It's super autumnal. I'm going to give it 5 jack-o'-lanterns. This screams Halloween. 2 chills. The oppressiveness of it, that kind of foggy feeling of it, it's just a little creepy, just a touch spooky. Badass and worthy of a ghoul. One of the best new Halloween, different than anything that you've ever smelled before. I've never smelled anything like this that any other company has done. And it is just an All Hallows treat, man. This thing's awesome. So it gets a ghoul. Alright. Alright, we got candy corn. Yeah, man. Okay, so... candy corn. I laugh because, first off, this is one of the most authentic candy corns I've ever smelled, period. Goose Creek has a candy corn that I think is... used to be my favorite. This is my favorite now. I think this is actually the most authentic candy corn I've ever smelled. Goose Creek's candy corn's a little more kind of buttercreamy, but awesome as well. Let's get into the notes of this. Sweet vanilla, buttercream, sugar, and honey. Jen says that, and I call her Chef Jennifer, because this girl can cook, she can bake, she's awesome, man. She's awesome in the kitchen. She says this smells like a homemade candy corn, like gourmet candy corn that she'd make at home. And it's actually inspired her to want to give a shot at making homemade candy corn. The thing that's funny to me, though, is people are so divided on candy corn. I've heard some people say that candy corn doesn't have a smell. Are you serious? I eat candy corn year round because I'm a Halloween freak, and when I need a little Halloween in my life, I toss some candy corn in my mouth, baby. I love this. And when I got this from Virgil and smelled this, I had a bag. I have a bag of candy corn right there. I smelled it. I smelled this. Same. I smelled it. I ate one of those. Get it all up in your nostrils. Same. For my money, this is the most authentic candy corn on the market. Candy corn is a very autumnal thing. It's a 5 leaves. Transports me right to fall. There's something about candy corn that does that for me. And 5 Jack-O's. How Halloween is candy corn. I don't think there's anything more Halloween than candy corn as far as candy goes. Name an iconic candy that is Halloween. Yeah, I know, it's candy corn. Alright, let's go again. Bam, blueberry pumpkin cupcake. Which I think should be called blueberry pumpkin muffin, by the way. Man, this thing's badass. Okay, I'm not even, maybe I'm switching up and becoming a person that really loves gourmand scents, because lately I've just been digging gourmands. You got this awesome, man. This thing has a great blueberry too. It's like it's real blueberry. It's not. There's no bullshit, fake ass fragrances in South Sanity stuff, man. That's like a real blueberry. Let's get into the notes. You got ripe blueberry, pumpkin puree, and fresh baked muffin. Which you know, yeah. That's it, man. Right there. There was a candle last year from Goose Creek called Attack of the Jack-O-Lantern that had a muffin, pumpkin muffin, and man, that thing is badass. And this has that same muffin quality. It smells like a blueberry pumpkin muffin. Ripe blueberry, it's a real blueberry. The pumpkin puree, right? It's not just pumpkin, it's pumpkin puree. So you get a really authentic pumpkin there, but you get this warm, fresh baked muffin. The throw on this, cemetery. This sucker fills up a house. I think it'll fill up a house. It's awesome. And it's perfect that way, you know? It's like, imagine walking into a home and you can smell somebody baking a blueberry pumpkin muffin. I mean, this is that authentic. I'm gonna give it 5 leaves. It's as autumnal as it gets for me. And Halloween wise, with the pumpkin and everything, I don't know, you know, it gives me 2 jack-o'-lanterns. So 5 leaves, 2 jack-o'-lanterns. Let's go trick-or-treating. Perfect. Trick-or-treat. Trick-or-treat. I know this one by heart. Oh man, the notes on this are bubblegum and hard candy. When he sent this to me, the first thing I said was it brought me right back to being a kid in the 80s and early 90s going trick-or-treating. It's like all the cheap candy, you know? I grew up, you know, lower middle class, whatever, man. I'm not crying about it. I had an awesome childhood. And this smells like my pail to a T. There's a lot of companies that try to do like candy pails and stuff like that. This doesn't have any chocolate. It doesn't have any like graham cracker or anything like that. It just is hard candy and bubblegum. There's like a little cinnamon, I think. There's something fresh. There's a pop. I don't know. There's something about bubblegum that's special that has like almost a fresh hit to it. And the hard candy, there's not a lot of sharp here. It's like, you know, I just feel like it's like all those candies, Red Hot, Smarties, Sprees, all that just jammed together, and you're smelling the remnants of it in your Halloween pill. The throw on this, Mausoleum, filled up my room really easily. I would say that autumnal-wise, it transports me right to Halloween. And that's 5 leaves, and that's 5 jack-o'-lanterns. And because I had some really cool and creepy Halloweens, and because it just took me somewhere special, it's going to get 1 chill, just because it brought a lot of stuff up from my memories where there was a little bit of spook stuff going on. But yeah, that is a perfect Halloween candy pill scent right there. Trick or treat. Descension. Okay, this is a really cool scent. Actually, hold on one second. I have 2 of these. One of them's a little different when Virgil was testing stuff out. This is really evocative of Goose Creek's Witch's Cauldron, which is one of my favorite candles of all time, so I love this. Of course, this is a little lighter, a little prettier. Maybe, I don't want to say it's more floral. It has this Witch's Cauldron Goose Creek element, but it's a little prettier, a little lighter, not quite as heavy. Let's get into these notes. We've got patchouli, sandalwood, neroli, musky woods. I have to say, I'm actually not very familiar with neroli. God, that's good. It's a little creepy, a little supernatural, a little spooky, and all the way awesome. It is the prettier sister to Goose Creek Witch's Cauldron, which, by the way, my girl, she said, this smells like a Dapper Dead guy. And I was like, really? I was like, it smells like a prettier witch than the one from Goose Creek. And she said, since you think it smells like a pretty girl, and I think it smells like a Dapper Dead guy, is this a love potion? I don't know, Virgil. Is this a love potion? It's a creepy one if it is. So the throw on Descension, it's getting a mausoleum. It's a room filler. It's awesome. I'm going to give it 3 leaves. It's definitely a tumnel. Whoa. Okay, 4 leaves. It's getting 4 leaves. I don't know if you heard that thunder and lightning, but yeah, 4 leaves, sorry. It's Halloween to a T, just like Witch's Cauldron. I can't imagine not having this fragrance during Halloween, so 5 jack-o'-lanterns. Spook factor. You know, how scary is this? I'm gonna give it 3 chills. There's this is personal, man, at least for something, for me, it's something that is evocative and alluring. That is also not good for you. That's it spikes my my chill meter there, so 3 chills for Descension. The other Descension, Jen and I both really like the other version, which has the same notes, but it has violet in it. So it gives this more funereal kind of feel to it. It's still witchy, it's still Halloween, but it has a funereal vibe to it. Without it, it vibes more like Witch's Cauldron and vibes more, you know, spookier, I guess, while this is prettier. But I really love the one with the violet, man. I have to tell you, we both really like the one with the violet. What you landed on is better, I'll agree. But I'm glad I have this, because I'm gonna melt this one too, man. Back to the bucket. We got pumpkin apple. Look at those creeps. By the way, Virgil, I love your labels, dude. They're awesome. I've melted this one a little more than the others. It is a gourmand scent, but there's just something special about it that transports you right to fall. I don't think there's an outdoor scent in here. This smells like pumpkin pie and apple, but like really sharp and spiced. Let's get the notes real fast. Spiced pumpkin, apple cider, and autumn spices. And that's the deal. That's the apple cider. The pumpkin pie, the pumpkin note, the apple cider, the autumn spices. I don't know, like I said, I don't know if it's a trick of the mind and it makes me feel a little outdoorsy, but it's got an autumn, like I'm walking around in autumn. I'm smelling fresh pumpkin pie with the apple cider in my hand. I love this scent. I absolutely, you know, it might be one of my favorites in the 2024 line, just personally. The throw on it, I'm going to give it a mausoleum. I remember it filling my room really easily. It's verging on cemetery. It's pretty strong. Yeah, medium high there. 5 leaves, autumnal, 100%. Halloween centric. There's an X factor here. Like I said, there's an X factor here that's really vibing on Halloween. So I'm going to give this 3 jack-o'-lanterns. I love this thing, you know. I could ramble on about it, but I'm not going to say anything new. Just that I think there's something special about this one. Check out Pumpkin Apple. We're getting down to it now. Orange Pomander. The notes on Orange Pomander are orange. Speaking, I do it sometimes. On camera even. Rustic orange peel, clove, and autumn spices. I haven't melted this one yet. I know the orange peel is going to come out more It's very spicy. This smells really authentic. This smells really authentic. If you have ever made homemade, orange pomander, give this 4 leaves. It's autumn. Absolutely, orange pomander is kind of a late fall scent for me. The reason it doesn't get 5 leaves is because it could go into Christmas, which is really funny because Jen, she said, I also give it 1 holly branch. Leave it out till Christmas. I mean, I don't know if I'm a holly branch. I love it. She's a trip, man. But it does. It evokes late fall. Halloween Bonfire. I've got some stuff to say about Halloween Bonfire. This, good lord, this is smoky. It's fire. It's cold fire, though. Like there's embers. I've got stuff to say, man. Here we go. Here we go, Chance. Fantastic. Let's get into these notes before I start rambling. Bonfire smoke, charred cedar wood, cold autumn air, and warm leather. So I got one of these last year around Halloween while he was still working on it. A little after Halloween, I think, actually. This is one of the most authentic fire smoke scents. Let me tell you something. Virgil does this stuff better than anybody else, and I'll say it, man. He does smoke and fire better than anybody else. There's something so special about this, though. Around here in my family, we have bonfires on Halloween. Almost every Halloween. And we have jack-o'-lanterns all around the fire. We're out in the woods. We do it kind of late. And we cook hot dogs and s'mores, and we eat Halloween candy and tell spooky stories. And it's sort of this thing that we do that's really special to us in our family. And it's a lot, it's a big production, right? We have made paths to it with lanterns and different things. And I don't know, man, this brings me there, but at a very specific time. You see, I'm the last one out. I bring all the stuff in, I help everybody bring all the stuff in, and we douse the fire, and then I go back out. Every once in a while, Jen comes with me, but sometimes I'm all by myself, and I go out there, and I have a special moment. Late on Halloween night, sometimes at like 3 in the morning at the witching hour. And the fire is just embers and ash. And I'm making sure that the fire's put out and everything's safe. And there's a chill in the air. And it is Halloween night. And the smokiness and the coldness, the leather gives a little warmth to this. But this is so transportative to this moment personally for me. And it's also creepy out there when I'm by myself on Halloween night. And I relish it. I really enjoy it. This smells like that. So the throw on this, cemetery. This will come out of your room and go down the hall. I'm going to give it 5 leaves. Because it is outdoorsy. It's very specific. This isn't just some random bonfire scent. This is a fall. The leaves have fallen. It's damp outside. Autumn is in full blast. It's Halloween night. So this is 5 leaves. And it's also 5 jack-o'-lanterns. Quintessential Halloween for me. And I'm going to give it 4 chills. It's a very special thing. It suggests cold. Just crazy for like a smoky, embery fire scent. But it suggests cold. And it's that cold autumn air note that does it. So this is a really special scent. And I'm giving it a ghoul. No need to search around. It's just funny because this is Halloween night. And this might be the other face of South of Sanity's 2024 Halloween line. This thing is so intriguing and mysterious and crazy. It's like every fall and Halloween thing colliding into a malevolent, supernatural, crazy thing. I can't put a finger on this thing. Let's read the notes. Halloween night. Damp woods, patchouli, pumpkin, clove. We've got cold autumn air. We've got dry leaves. Let's get this out of the way. Throw cemetery. It's gonna fill your room. It's gonna fill your house. It's an awesome high throw, and it's perfect for this. Autumnal, 5 leaves. Halloween centric, 5 jack-o'-lanterns. Yeah, baby, all the way. Chill, 5 chills. This is another ghoul. I wanna read you what Jen said about this, which is really cool. She said, "This smells like evil witches living in a cottage in the woods. Evil witch broom must, fallen debris of macabre ingredients from her spells, a little bit of earth, dirt, maybe some kind of worms with it, and some magic." She nails that. I'm gonna agree 100% with that. Yeah, you know, this smells like sweet, musty air on a Halloween night. It's got a damp feel, damp woods. You can almost sense something malevolent in it. I don't know, man. It has that thing about it. It has that special thing like that witch's cauldron from Kringle has. It has that special thing. Oddly enough, I mean, it's got this sweet, sultry, but also outdoorsy kind of campestral vibe to it, but it's got pumpkin in it, and it's got clove in it, and you get this, I don't know, man, you get this witchy Halloween vibe, and you get a cold vibe from it too, and the way it melds together. I mean, at times, like, I even almost feel like there's a tobacco in it. And there's not. I think it's the damp leaves. I think it's the earth, because it's earthy. And supernatural. And just rad. Halloween night. Absolute ghoul. You should 110% have this in your order. Can't say enough things about it. I still can't even really put my finger on it. So, Virgil, man. Out of the park, brother. So that's the big 10-cent banger Halloween 2024 South of Sanity line. Available right now. VidGhoul 10.31% off. And I'm not done yet, baby. I've got a tester of something called Pumpkin Cranberry. And man, I love this thing, Virgil. This is like late fall Thanksgiving scent, and it's beautiful. It's got a gourmand vibe. It almost smells like, I can smell like cranberry compote bubbling, sizzling, and simmering on the stove. I can smell something savory and beautiful here, almost like bready. There's the pumpkin. And he's not sure if he's going to release this year. You guys should tell him. Pumpkin Cranberry for Thanksgiving, bro. Do it. Really, do it. It's gorgeous. I know it was a big video. I know that was long, but if this is the only thing I get to do this year, it was worth it. South of Sanity is one of the best small batch independent companies there is. Love you, Virgil, man. You're kicking major ass. It's just a matter of time, guys. It's just a matter of time when South of Sanity is going to be up on another level with a lot of these other companies that are quintessential with Halloween. It's great seeing you guys again through this screen. I know I'm not really seeing you, but I'm feeling you. I'm feeling you. When life is hard, having that connection, even though it's from afar, it was important to me. It helped me have, you know, even a little levity to just step outside of the situation, because life throws all kinds of things at you, man. So, great talking to you guys. And I'll be seeing you down the line. And who knows, maybe I'll be seeing you again this year. We'll see what happens. In the meantime, keep it creepy. I'll smell you later.